Woolwich 2, Tottenham 1. That is another North London derby loss for Tottenham Hotspur. Welcome into Top of the Perch. I am your host, as always, Nick Burt. I don't even know where I want to go here. Yes, this is the Tottenham goalkeeper kit from, late 90s. I'd rather talk about this just beautiful piece of art than this game, but here we are. Went into this game not thinking we're going to get anything from it. Come out of this game, we don't get anything from it, and I am just massively, massively disappointed because I don't know. It felt like it was there for the taking at moments, and we just didn't. We just didn't do that. To start off the game, Tottenham got put in some really bad situations with turnovers in the midfield. Turnovers in the midfield, you're going to hear a lot about those coming up later, but it really didn't feel like Woolwich had control of the game. Like they would be absolutely dominating this game. They didn't feel that way. Tottenham, I felt like, were holding their own at moments, and they had their opportunities. Basically the first 15 minutes is a Woolwich set piece or Woolwich corner. Tottenham didn't really get much going. They did have a few good opportunities right around the 20th minute, I would say. It was a start of, I believe it was a free kick from our side of the halfway line. And it ends up moving up midfield, and then we end up in the box. And we had two really good opportunities. With that first one, it was a cross into the box. Solanke was there. Timber slid just at, or I believe it was Gabrielle. I don't know. Slid at the right time. It is what it is. And then right off the corner, Kulusevski had an amazing opportunity that is saved by Rhea. And then, it was only about 3 minutes later, off another corner, it deflects back to Son, who's at the top of the box. He takes a shot, goes to the far bottom post, and Tottenham lead 1-0 25 minutes into this match. Again, Tottenham had not been dominating this game whatsoever. A nice ball gets thrown into a box off a free kick, deflects back to Son, who's right at the top of the box. He launches it, and that takes a deflection off an Arsenal player. Ends up in the back of the net, though. It is 1-0 to Tottenham. And again, Tottenham, it felt like they somewhat deserved the lead, but they also somewhat didn't. Here we are, though. They have the lead. It's 1-0. We go to the 39th minute first. It is a play going into the box. It's Arsenal player with Pedro Porro right at the edge of the line. Porro kicks it out, takes a deflection off the Arsenal player, goes out of play. Should be a goal kick, but what do the refs say? Nope, it's corner kick off of Porro. That never happened. Yet here we are. Woolwich have a free kick, or a corner kick, I should say. Corner kick driven into the box, far post. It's headed away into the back of the net. I thought there were some goalkeeper interference shenanigans, but apparently not. It is now 1-1. Whatever, it is what it is. It should have never happened in the first place because it shouldn't have been a corner. Turnover in the midfield in the 44th minute. Bissouma just absolutely makes a mess of it. Woolwich on the attack again. They put it in the back of the net. It's 2-1. And Kinsley, there was nothing he could do about the second goal. That thing was just rocket launched into the far post. And yeah, just like that, in a matter of 5 minutes, it's gone from 1-0 Tottenham to 2-1 Woolwich. And yeah, you go into halftime, you thought you'd have momentum, and now the momentum has swung all the way the other way. And that was basically it, at least for Tottenham on the attacking end. Woolwich, of course, keep throwing balls into the box. They get nothing from it. Tottenham had never really felt like they had a ample opportunity in the second half. They had a few counterattacking opportunities. Solanke, I believe, had a few shots that end up being, deflected in the box and ending up to nothing and not even being a shot on target. But yeah, I don't know. This is, I believe, the sixth straight North London derby game Tottenham have failed to walk away with victory. The last one would be that one in 2022, the late 2022 season, I believe. Antonio Conte's first season, very much pushing for Champions League places at the time. And that was one of the most perfect games. And we haven't seen anything like that since from a Tottenham team against this side. And here we are. We're talking about another loss. Tottenham now have, I believe it's 11 losses on the season, which is the most Tottenham have ever had in a Premier League campaign to this point in the season. I believe Ipswich Town have less losses than us right now, and they are, I believe, just teetering above relegation. So, yeah, things are going great right now. I know we're to the point we are just ditching the league and going all in on the cups, which it's fine if you win them. It's not great if you lose them, because that just makes this look even worse. Tottenham currently sit 13th in the table. 13th. That is just... It's terrible. There's no other way to put it. It's terrible. I know we're kind of full on in a rebuild right now, but with the talent you should have there, there's no reason for it to be this bad right now. I'm just praying to God that we find a way in the cups, whether it be the Carabao, whether it be the FA, whether it be the Europa League. You better win one of them, or else this turns very quickly. Because if you're out of the cups and you're sitting 13th, even worse maybe in the table, that's bad. That's very bad. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. There's no real reason to look at the stats, because I told you, Tottenham, their two good opportunities on the day were the two goals. Their one goal and their one probably should have been goal by Kulusevski. The Solanke one before the Kulusevski corner, I don't count it because he didn't even touch the ball because it was Gabriel sliding in. I don't know. But player ratings, Son, I thought, had one of the better days today. It was what it was, 7-1. Obviously, he gets his goal. I believe that's his third straight goal at the Emirates, so that's something at least. Dominic Solanke, 5-7, that own goal, I know. It was basically headed away, and he just got a touch on it. It is what it is. I don't know. Kulusevski, he should have put that goal away in the 21st minute, whenever it was off the corner. That was perfect opportunity for him. He doesn't put it away, shoots it off Araya, and I believe it went out for another corner that ended up with nothing. It is what it is. Lucas Bergvall, I thought he was our best player today. He's the man of the match, 7-4. The rest of the midfield, not so much. Sarr did have his moments, but, that yellow card was disastrous. Basuma, I just didn't think was up for it today. He gave that ball away that ended up in the second goal. That was just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Spence, I thought he was the best of the back line today. 6'4", which obviously still isn't great, but here we are anyways. Archie Gray, 5'9". Dragishin, 5'9". Pedro Porro, 6'3". This was just a very mediocre to bad day for this back line. And then Antonin Kinski, I thought it was a decent day from him. I thought even though with the 2 goals, I don't think he really could have done anything with either of them. So overall, it could have been a lot worse. And I think any other goalkeeper is in net for Tottenham today, and it is worse. So that could have been probably 3 straight man of the matches for him. So big ups to him in his first Premier League start too, for it to be in this game. That's just insane. Look at the subs. James Madison and Brendan Johnson both came on at halftime or after halftime. Madison, I thought, was the better of the two, 6'8", compared to Johnson, 6'2". And Richarlison, we see him play for the first time in a long time. He gets subbed on and gets about 15 minutes of action, right around there. He earns a 6'2". It is what it is. So, yeah, I don't know. I went into this game assuming we weren't getting anything from it, and I was content with that. Now here we are, and I'm just, because of the way it played out. It's the way it played out, and now here we sit here now, and it's annoying. But that's Tottenham Hotspur for you. Coming up next, it's Tottenham Hotspur's final ever trip to Goodison Park, as they will play Everton, a team that's going on a new manager bounce because David Moyes is back in the dugout for the Toffees. I'm sure Tottenham are going to find a way to lose, because why not? So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Top the Perch. Thank you so much for watching. If you just stumbled across this video, click like, click subscribe, tell anybody you know about it. We'll be back here Sunday night to recap that final trip to Goodison Park on the next episode of Top of the Perch.